So tension assembly is now fitted back on. I had to watch a YouTube to remember how to put that back together. So I'll link to that video so that you can follow it as well. Do you remember my one had this cream disc? Well, in finding some more bits, I found another a black one that fits. So mine's gone with black, so that is just going to be a backup or a spare, unless I decide to respray it. I'm not sure yet. So that's now a spare for me. I still haven't oiled, as in put oil on the body of the machine yet, because I want to just get the bobbin tension set up. Now it's nearly, oh, my camera's jiggling. It is nearly ready to test for sewing. I've even got a felt ready. But what I want to do is make sure that my bobbin is aligned correctly with that. So I'm going to get it set up to wind a bobbin. Now this is very wobbly at the moment, but that's fine, because what I want to do, I'm testing it with the bobbin that it came with. Now let's get this engaged and down. So what I'm kind of looking for is that is lined up. So if I move that so that that's square for you as well, I kind of want the disc to be about like the middle of this disc to be in the middle of the bobbin. So obviously that's too far over. Actually, let's disengage the clutch. That's engaged. Let's just wind it a little bit. I want to make sure that the thread is dead center. Okay. And then try it, I'm just eyeballing it. I want to make sure that is dead center. I know that looks quite wonky for you on the camera. That looks about right. So while I hold it down, I'm just going to screw that in with the actual screw, not what it had on it originally. That's not going anywhere. Okay, let's see if it winds. So I want the bobbin to wind evenly, but if it needs some adjustment, I can do that now. Oh, I'm using the wrong scissors, but let's just snip that thread off and let's see it wind a bobbin. So I'm just looking for it, just doing an even feed. And that looks quite good. Okay, in which case I'm going to speed that up now, because I want to do a full bobbin, because the next thing I want to do is test sewing. Well, we'll do half a bobbin. But that is evenly winding, which I'm pleased about. Okay, let's leave that like that. And I will just pause the video and we will just get up and do a quick test sew, because it also means I can test the tension and test the pressure for the presser foot. Just make sure that that's set up, that's okay, and then I can finish oiling. Okay, she's got a new needle in. She picked up the bobbin thread fine. Now, what I am expecting, well, I've got to test the tension, but at the same time, there might be some oil that drips off, but I don't, that's okay. Just get some more fabric ready. So I'm just going to do some test sews and see how she does, because I don't know, I'm not sure how the tension is at the moment, but let's start. Okay, I'm gonna just change the stitch length to a bit longer. Yeah, there is oil coming through, but I don't mind the oil. Let's see what the first stitch is like. Pressure seems okay. So first stitch, that is the front and it feels okay. The back, okay, so the back we need to sort out because it's pulling that too tight. So what we need to do is adjust the top a bit. So let's go up to a 2. See how that works. Okay, so that's it. Hang on, that's tension. That was at 0. It was just meh. That's at 2. That's starting to look a little bit better. So ideally I need it to be at between 3.5 and 4. So that's what I'm going to now. Let's set it at 3.5. Oh, that was naughty of me. Get a load of. It was very naughty of me. Oh, that's feeling stuck. Why are you stuck? No, I might have to. Maybe I haven't set the tension in enough. Yeah. Yeah, because that's about 3.5. Try that again. Is that in focus for you? Alright, so that start looking like normal stitches, and that on the back is starting to look like normal stitches. So yeah, there's a bit of tug going on, and I don't like that. Yeah, there's definitely quite a bit of pull there with my discs. So, all right, so we know that 3 is okay. Let me just, I want to just make sure there's no issue with the center of the discs. No, that seems okay. No, that feels fine. Not sure. That's definitely, oh, there you go. All right. 3.5. Let me just test it one more time. And yeah, well, let's get it upgraded now. Let's go with that. I'm just using 2 layers of fabric. So now let's make it do 4. Yeah, there's something wrong with the top tension. I might need to take that apart and load it back in again. But it's stitching fine. So that's the stitch line I'm looking at the moment. Let me try one more. So we're going to go with 4 layers again. And then, yeah, I might need to take the tension off and put it back on again. But what I'm going to do is just alter the stitch length to about 15 stitches per inch. Right, now let's check reverse. Yeah, reverse is fine. Yeah, it's definitely pulling when I release the discs. So that's, I need to have a look at that. But stitch wise, that's on a much shorter stitch. It's stitching perfect. All right, I'm going to stop it there, take this apart again, see what's wrong. The only other thing it could be is when I put all the mechanism back in here, it didn't have the pin set right, so I need to look at that. That's a bit of troubleshooting, but I'll fix that, and then I'll take all the thread off and oil all the body in the machine so it puts some moisture back in the machine.